So I ghosted my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and I have not spoken to him since. Before I get into this, I just want to say that me and my boyfriend, we have been together for a year. Well, almost a year, 11 months. A year on February 2nd, we will have been together. Okay? My boyfriend is also 34, grown man. He also is a homeowner, has a pretty good job, and also has a business that he's starting. So let's start there, right? So recently, I obviously, like you all have known, I have become unemployed. And I have not been able to find a job. I have put in like 30 applications a day. I've got nothing, like barely even an interview. I've gone on 2 interviews. So I've been literally struggling, and I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna keep it together for this. I'm not gonna get stressed out. I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. It's something so crazy about having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day and then the next day having nothing. But that's what's going on right now. And so I am vulnerable with my man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna need to like stay with you for a little while I get myself together. Like, I don't have anything on the rent. And so I'm gonna need to move with you while I get myself together. Mind you, I said he has his own house, his own 3-bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood.
Hold on. Now, okay, he got his own place. You only been together for 11 months. He trying to round that up to a year. No, that's 11 months. And you already hit him with the, I need a place to stay? Ooh, I do not know. That's a tough one. I'm not gonna okay. What would y'all do if this was vice versa? Women, y'all letting the man move in like this? I don't know. That's a no for me, dog. It would have been a no for me too. I don't even know what happened yet in this story, but it would have been a no for me too. I'm pretty sure he said no, because what do his age got to do with any of this?
Also has a best friend. His best friend lives with him, mind you, and has been living with him for however many years that he's like lived there, almost the whole time he's lived there. And so I'm like, if his best friend can live with him, why not his girlfriend, you know? So I'm like, hey, I need a place to stay. Which honestly, in hindsight, I should have even have to ask for that. He knew I was struggling. He should have said, hey, let me take something off of your plate. Like, come stay with me so that you can breathe and get this. If he really cared about me, he would have.
Oh, no. See, that's my biggest pet peeve right there. Communication. You cannot sit there and assume that we gon' listen. You can tell me a sad story all day. I'm assuming you got it. What are you telling me a sad story? Unless you specifically tell me I'm falling behind on rent, how do we supposed to expect you supposed to be, like, this don't make sense. She said he should have just offered it to her. Like, okay, buddy. It's only been 11 months now.
Said that, but he didn't. He sat there and he watched me struggle, and then watched me get to the point where I was like, hey, I just need a break. Like, I'm literally so depressed. I'm losing my mind. I can't find anything. Can you please help me? And he said no. He said no. He said, no, you cannot live with me. Mind you, living with him is free. Doesn't cost him anything. He said no.
See, that's why she can't live with him. That right. I'm sorry, I might interrupt more than y'all like this time, because this one, that's why she cannot live with him. Because what is going on with all these expectations? Why do you think that it's free for you to live there? His friend paying rent. That's not free. You talking about free. Oh my goodness. See? We do not. Let me calm down. Because that's exactly why. I would not let somebody live with me too. If you acting like this, come on now.
I can't live with him. At first he goes, oh, I like that we have our own places to retreat to when we get into our arguments. And wrong answer. Number one, when we get into arguments, we never leave. Like, we stay in the same room and we continue to talk it out until we work it through, which I think is a really good habit that we have and a really good green flag that we have in our relationship. Yes, do we get into arguments? So does everyone. Yes, do I lose my cool? I'm a woman, but I rein it back in and we figure it out, and nobody goes home. So that's a weird thing to say. We've never even done that. Second of all, that sounds like a problem to me, not a solution. When we get into arguments, we should not be leaving, because what happens when we get married? There is no way to go. We both live in the same house. So maybe that's not a good habit to start. Being that we have not started it yet, maybe let's not start that now. On our very first
maybe let's
date,
not
I
start
told
that
him
now.
that I wanted to be
On our
engaged
very first
within
date,
a
I
year.
told him
I said,
that
after
I
a
wanted
year,
to be engaged
I want to be
within a
engaged.
year.
He
I
said
said
that's
after a
plenty
year,
of enough time
I want to be
for
engaged. He said
someone
that's
to know
plenty of
whether or
enough
not they
time
want to get married or
for
not.
someone
This
to
is
know
what he
whether or
said.
not they want to get married or
We
not.
have talked
This
about
is
it,
what
I shit you not, probably 10 times throughout this year. And never once did he say, I don't think this is going well enough for that to be a realistic goal anymore. Never once did he say, hey, like, let's pump the brakes. I don't think that we're doing that well for it to get to that. So I'm thinking we're doing well. We're on schedule. After a year or a year and a half, we'll probably get engaged. Then he goes, I don't think I want to live with someone again until I'm married to them, which is some new boundary that he literally just made up because he's never said that the whole time we've been together. And I go, maybe it's not a good idea that you live with someone after you already got married to them, because what if you guys are not compatible to live together and you don't know that until after you're already married? Then what? That's really dumb, actually. And so I'm like, okay, that's a completely new thing, but granted, it's been a year. We set our goal for a year. Are we going to get married? And he goes, no, that was your goal. Since when was this my goal? It was my goal, but like, I thought we were in agreement because you.
Nah, I won't say that y'all was in agreement. I would say that you came in demanding that you wanted to be married within a year, and just like any man. That's enough time.
He never said that we weren't in agreement. Clearly, I made all this up in my head, and this was never a goal. I just thought it was a goal because I continuously talked about it, and he never said that it was unrealistic. As a matter of fact, he said the quite opposite, that it was a realistic goal to have. And never once, as we neared to the end of that year, did he ever say, hey, I don't think we're close to being married. So imagine my surprise when he says, I don't think we're close to being married. We still have things to figure out. Because a couple of nights ago, I got super irritated at him and yelled at him and told him to leave my house. And apparently that's enough of a reason for him to be like, whoa, I don't want to marry her. All right. So yeah. And so I said, hey, I'm actually scared that I'm going to be homeless because I said, I'm actually thinking I'm going to be homeless because I don't have a job and these bills keep coming and I can't do it no more. I'm tapped out of resources. And I think I'm gonna end up, if you don't let me live with you, I'm gonna end up in my car, living in my car, something like being actually homeless. And he goes, well, plenty of millionaires have lived in their car before.
Nah, he ate with that one. I'm trying to figure out what, like, okay, ladies, help me understand in the comment section. Am I tripping? Like, from a man perspective, is it his fault that she's going homeless? We're just dating. Like, yeah, we had expectations of getting married, but you coming in a little too hot for me. I'm not gonna lie. You trying to move in. You trying to get married. Pump the brakes, man. You moving too fast. You need to learn your partner first. And a year is not enough time. I don't know who told y'all that, but a year, come on. If you marry somebody in the first year, you're gonna divorce their ass in the first 5. Argue with your mama and your daddy.
What the fuck? So basically he said, yeah, no, I'm not going to help you. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. I know it's hard, but basically he told me that you never really do have anybody to depend on and you come alone in this world and you are your own person and you should be your number one priority because nobody else is going to be dependable, which I translated to he is not someone I can depend on. Why would I ever marry someone that I can't depend on? I'm a dependable person. I've had friends that I've let stay with me, that I've given a place to stay for free, that I've been able to like say, hey, you can lean on me. Like, don't worry about nothing. Take a break.
This is what's crazy to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to keep interrupting this because it keeps dawning on me. Why do you feel like he owe you this place? And then you said for free? So your mindset is to come over there and live for free. You brought up the friend that lives with him. Do he live for free? Because then you got an argument. But if that man is over there paying bills, why would we want to add another person? That don't make sense. This is working. I come spend time with you when I don't want to be here in my house with other people, like my guests and them. You comfort. He probably likes coming over your place and getting away from that. And then the fact that you losing that, maybe he just reassessed in the situation and realizing, man, she wants too much. You scaring him the hell off. I'm telling you that right now.
Got you. So if I can be dependable to my friends, you can be dependable to your girlfriend. It's not a crazy concept. Yeah, we do come in this world alone, but relationships are the whole reason of everything. You should be able to depend on the people around you, on your community. They should be people that you can say, hey, you do owe a responsibility to the people you love and the people you care about. And apparently he doesn't think that way, and I don't think I can be in a relationship with someone who doesn't think that way. And so I decided that I kind of ghosted him. I just stopped talking to him, and I probably will never speak to him again. That really turned me off. And yeah, that's why I broke up with my boyfriend, because he said it was okay that I be homeless. I should be homeless while he goes home to his 3-bedroom house in a nice neighborhood and rubs his feet together under his nice comforter set, his nice sheet set, and watches his 70-inch TV on the wall and twiddles his thumbs together while I'm out in my car in the cold. Talking about he's gonna give me a blanket for Christmas so I don't be cold. You gonna get you a new bitch for Christmas. I ain't even.
New bitch me.
Okay, so I have come to clear my name, because it's getting crazy in the comments. I just want to answer some questions and clarify some things about the situation of, if you didn't watch the last video, basically my boyfriend said I should live in, it's okay that I be homeless, live in my car, and he wasn't going to help me. I think this whole situation, I've just finished crying. This whole year has just been horrible for me, but y'all don't care. Let's get straight to it. So the roommate situation. When he moved in that house, people were asking me, how do I know it's his house? I know it's his house because when I first even went to this house, he had like frames on the wall, like pictures of himself that he had blown up and put on the wall in the living room. Also, he has like pictures of when he bought the house, like holding the little, sold sign. When I asked him about why he had his best friend living with him, he told me that a little while after he had moved in, he had started to it was quiet. He didn't say he was lonely. He said that it was quiet. The house was too quiet. I don't know if he asked the best friend or the best friend asked him, but the best friend was there. Is he paying bills? People are asking me, is the best friend paying rent? I don't know, y'all. I know for sure that he's not paying utilities.
I don't know if he's paying rent. AKA, yes, that man is paying rent. I know he's not paying utilities. What are you talking about? We don't pay utilities in most places.
I don't know if he's paying rent or not. He's also not the only person that lives in that house, okay? He has this Asian guy that is living with him in the 3rd bedroom, because there's 3 bedrooms. When I first asked him, how does he know this Asian guy? He said that he was a friend of a friend. One of his friends, I think in DC or New York, something like that, had a friend who was moving to Charlotte for a job and needed a place to stay. That's what his original story was. When I asked him again, like when we were talking about the roommate situation and me feeling like, I don't think you should have roommates, you have a good job. He was saying like, oh, me and the Indian, we're good friends. We're really good friends. Him and the Asian guy, we're really good friends. I don't know when they became really good friends, because at first he said that it was a friend of a friend. I don't know if he's a liar, or, technically it's possible that he started off as a friend of a friend and became really good friends with him. But now he's telling me, oh, that's his really good friend. So here's when I realized that, and is the Indian man paying rent? I don't know, y'all. And these are probably questions I should have asked, but I didn't want to get too deep into his business. He's also super mysterious. Like, he answers questions in a way that makes me think that he don't want to answer them. So here's when I realized that maybe it's not what I seen. I was on Facebook scrolling. I found this like roommate group on Facebook of people posting like, I'm renting this room, and people who are looking to move into people's houses. I find this group. I already think y'all already know what's about to happen. I find this group. I'm scrolling in the group, looking at all the possibilities of people renting their rooms in Charlotte, because maybe I might be homeless. Maybe I might need to rent a room. So I come across a house, and I'm like, hold on. I know this house. I've seen this house before. This is his house. I click the profile. This is his name. So he's renting a room in his house for $1,000, utilities included. So I don't know if it's his best friend that's moving out or the Asian guy. I assume it's the Asian guy. His best friend is 40, mind you. And he's been living there for a while. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. But I'm assuming that the Asian guy moved out. He never told me that the Asian guy was moving out. He never discussed this with me. It's not my house, but we had conversations about like, if we're going to get married, we can't get married if there's people living here. And he decided to omit that information. Why he decided not to tell me that the Asian guy was moving, I'm sure he had his reasons, but he never told me that. It was a big shock and surprise. When I texted him about it, he said, "Oh," I said, "Is this your house?" He said, "Oh, LOL, yeah, that's my house." Whatever that means. Okay, so the other thing I want to speak on, because there's so much to say and it's not even going to fit in this video either. So he's African, he's Ghanaian. A lot of people ask what ethnicity he was. He's African. He is currently in Africa. He left the day before Thanksgiving. He's been gone ever since. This is not the first time he's gone to Africa. When I said he has an okay job, I meant he has a good job. He makes 6 figures at his job. He's highly educated. He also has a business that he's starting on the side. He's doing, I don't want to tell you too much information because I don't want y'all to know who he is, because I don't know. And he's doing real estate. He's starting a real estate company in Ghana. He's there right now checking on the house that he's building to sell. He's building a house there to sell. He's gone to Ghana before. In like June to August, he went to Ghana. He said he was going to stay for a month. He stayed for 2.5 months. It created a significant strain in our relationship, but he came back, everything was fine. He decided to tell me that he was going to go to Ghana throughout the holiday season. I said, I don't think that's a good idea. This is our first holidays together. I think we should be together for our very first holidays. He tells me, no, I have to go. I have to go. I need to oversee some things that are going on with the project. It's way past due. The house has been supposed to be built. I need to be there. I'm thinking, what kind of things are they going to be doing over the holiday season? Like, it's freaking Christmas. What are they going to be doing? Like, what tools are you going to get in? People are going to be on break. But he said that he needed to be there to oversee some things. He did not take no for an answer. And then when I pushed him about it, he said, well, you get to see your family all the time. I want to go see my family. Now it becomes less of, I'm going to check on the house, and more of, I want to see my family for Christmas. What he's really doing there, I don't know. Do I think...
Girl that I'm dating, not wife, not baby mother, girlfriend. Tone down, buddy. We're not spending the New Year's together. What are you talking about? Money's calling. All these things you're talking about, oh, he has this, he has that. How the hell do you think he got it? He has to go to Ghana to get real estate. You think he about to stop for a girl? He just met you, baby. He's not stopping. You supposed to be down the ride. You supposed to be traveling with him. Why are you trying to slow down his money? You're moving too fast, baby. I don't think he liked you.
That maybe he has a secret family there, because people keep asking me that. I don't know, man. I don't know the damn thing. I'm focused on the bills, okay? I need somebody to pay these bills. I'm not concerned about if he has secret families in Ghana. He said he would be back before New Year's. Clearly he's a liar, so he's not here. He's still not here. And I think that space, though, was what I needed to give me distance to be able to look at the relationship from a different point of view. Also, for the people that are asking me, why can't I just go live with my parents? My father is dead. He died to cancer when I was 12, and my mom is not really doing well. Also, I live in a completely different state than all my family lives in, and I don't even know if I have the funds to travel to a different state. When we had the conversation about me moving in, and I told him that I needed to move in with him, I asked him, y'all. I know I said in the video, but I asked him. I said if it was okay, and that's why he gave me the response that no, it's not okay. He ended up saying we're not moving in until we're married. So if you're ready to get married, I'm ready to get married. Really, that's not the proposal of my dreams. I don't know if it's anybody else's proposal, and I don't know if he was serious or not. But to say oh, we got married because I was almost homeless is not the proposal of my dreams. It was very demeaning for him to just say that, oh, let's just get married then. Since you're ready to move in, let's just get married. That was very demeaning. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't like that. And I felt like that was the catalyst for me to say, even if you offered me a place to stay right now, I wouldn't even move in, because now I feel like I've begged you for it. I don't want anything that I had to fight for. I don't want a man to do something for me because I begged him to do it. I want him to do something for me because he wants to do something for me. So if you don't have it in you, you're not my man. Maybe you're somebody else's man, but this isn't going to be for me. So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is the highlight of my year because it's been horrible. It's been hard, but I thank everybody for saying nice things and backing me, because I was starting to think that maybe I was the one in the wrong and that I had unrealistic goals. So thanks everybody for saying that I was not asking for too much and he should have been there for me. So this has been a really humbling experience for me. This year has been the year of humbling, 2024, and hopefully we don't do this again, because baby, I
don't agree with the people who are backing you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that you completely came in with too many expectations. I don't know what they saying in the comment section. I don't care to read it. I just really just go off of what I think. And what I would say is you were rushing it. And then you sit here and you're mad at him because he's a grown man. Like you say, he's 34 years old. Why would you think he would be rushing into a relationship when he's a single man, really? Y'all just dating. And I'm married, unfortunately. So it's like you coming in hot with too many expectations for a grown man. I don't know how old you are. She never said how old she was, but that's a grown man. You know, I don't think he gonna just, if he got business going, why would he slow down for you? You gotta understand, you gotta put yourself in a better position. You should be trying to help make him money, help grow his business, not tell him, oh no, we need to spend time for the holidays. I got some kids. Y'all don't got no kids. It's just you gotta be more realistic. But I'm not saying this to bash the creator. I don't know her personally. It's just based off of everything you put out there. It looked like you were maybe looking through an opportunist in a sense. You were looking for him to save you. And that's not what he's here to do. He's just having a good time. And if it would have got there with that, then it would have got there. But I feel like you rushing it. And that can come off as like, that can push a lot of men away. And I know women going to be in the comment section. If he wanted to, he would. Right. So he didn't want to. Something about your demeanor, something about how you approach it, it just didn't sit well with him. I think everybody should have those expectations when you're in a relationship. You should date to get married. You should date to have those ultimate goals. You want to make sure your partner is taken care of if something ever happened to you. And the only way you can do that is through these marriages. But I get why people don't want to do it as well. They're trying to tie themselves down to that financial burden. Because what if things don't go well while you're alive? If y'all break up and stuff happens. But whatever the case may be, I feel like she was rushing it. And she could have took it a little more slower. And she probably would end up ultimately getting that anyways from him. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment sections. What do y'all think? Y'all agree with my take, or do y'all feel like he was wrong? That he should have took care of her, he should have let her move in and did all X, Y, and Z. Keep in mind, 11 months is not a year, and that's not a long time, especially when you don't live together. You can cut that time in half. They probably barely. She said he went to Africa. If he's went back to Africa and he's done this before, you gotta think about it. In an 11-month span, how much time is he really spending with her? So 11 months ain't 11 full months. So all my people who are in relationships who see their partner full time, skip this one. This is for people who be visiting their partners on a weekend or something like that. Or maybe in the summer. She ain't spent much time with him based off of what she said. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more messy stories in the future. Peace.